Hey everyone, let's continue on with the Vespe Conspiracy DLC for GreedFall. And talk to Lady Morange about organising diversion plan to further investigate that conniving woman. Hey Morange, we need your help.
By the look on your face, you've already experienced the Vespe's deceit firsthand.
Indeed. Aurelia tried to blackmail us. I had to recover evidence she gathered against my cousin and myself, and stop a riot in town she caused by sticking up posters which mocked us, and which depicted you as the heroine.
And I can assure you I'm not responsible.
I don't doubt it, madam. However, Sardet told me that the seal used on the wedding contract was fake, but that we needed the fake seal itself to prove it and put an end to this sham.
True.
So you would like me to get Aurelia de Vespe away from her quarters so you can search them at your leisure?
Absolutely.
That's the general idea. She did ask us to organize her arrival. Your message shouldn't surprise her.
Don't worry, I know exactly what I'm going to
Thank you.
The
Beautiful.
young de Vespe may be talented, but I have years more experience.
Nice.
If I may offer some advice, you should question the Nauts who brought her here. They must have gleaned some information on our charming princess on such a long journey in close quarters. Admiral Cabral should know where they are. You should go and see her. Do you have any other questions?
Okay, I will go and speak to Admiral Cabral. Thank you very much. Let's just ask her for what it's... did I?
Do you know the city of Peren?
Legend would have it that it's the oldest city in the congregation, and its ruins bear witness to a glorious past. It's a beautiful city with a river running through it, and whose art and architecture have long been a source of inspiration for the old world. Nevertheless, it doesn't have direct access to the sea, which stopped it from thriving and becoming as powerful as Serene. That's what finally pushed it into the background amidst the larger cities.
Ah.
Do you have any other questions?
Good to know.
What can you tell me about the de Vespe family? I've never met them, and everything I know is hearsay.
And, strange and worrying as it is, the rumors are justified for the most part. Nevertheless, I'm not an expert, and I've been away from the continent for a long time. I'm sure Sardet will be able to tell you more, but know that they have envied the d'Orsay family's power in the congregation for generations. They have tried to impose themselves many times at its head, holding up the antiquity of their city Peren as a pretext. They bribe messengers, use blackmail and trickery, even murder, according to some people.
Oh, we've heard all
And
about
don't
that.
back down for anything. Be very careful with them, Your Excellency, and don't believe a single one of their lies. They're real vipers. Do you have any other questions?
Oh, everything's reinforcing my belief.
What do you know about Aurelia de Vespe? Is she an important member of the family?
As far as I know, she's the prince's favorite daughter, and the only one left. I seem to remember that she was married to a promising young nobleman for a few years. I heard he died in suspicious circumstances, but I couldn't tell you what happened or if it's even true. But if you want to find out more about her before you go to meet her, you should go to speak to Sardet. Do you have any other questions?
No, I just wanted your take on the whole
Goodbye, Lady
situation.
Morange.
Goodbye, Your Excellency. Be careful. Don't underestimate the trickery of the de Vespes.
I'll do my utmost not to. Right, let's go and question Admiral Cabral. Can we go any further?
Come closer, good people. The cure You'll find all you need.
Hey Admiral, how you been?
De Sardet, what can I do for you?
Greetings, Admiral. I came to see you as I seek information about Aurelia de Vespe and her entourage. Since they landed on this island, they haven't ceased their efforts to undermine our city and our diplomatic position. And since they traveled on your ships for several months, I thought you and your men would surely have things to say about them.
We don't make a habit of revealing information about our passengers, but I'm willing to make an exception this time.
Oh, how bad.
Since we got here, part of our ship's crew, those who were in contact with the Vesps, haven't been heard from. The rest of the crew, the ones who steered the ship, are here. They're worried and fear the worst for their comrades. I would be very grateful if you inquired of their whereabouts. If you find them alive, I will not object to them telling you everything they know. Quite the opposite. One thing is certain. The Vesps will never set another foot on one of our ships.
Rest assured, I'll do my best to find them. Goodbye, Admiral.
Goodbye, de Sardet. And be careful.
Right.
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral.
Interesting. Right. Oops. I think we should find the Noughts first if we can. At least I've got some informational assistance. Ruins camp, okay. Because then I'll go to the main camp, because that could... Usually what happens is, in my experience with games like these, is if you go to like the main set, and if there's any things that are time sensitive, there's like a series of events that start like a hidden timer, so yeah. Oh yeah. What? How? Oh, is this one of those I've got to go a long way? Of course it is. Why ever not?
Bit of poison on my blade.
Cute. No, you don't. Thank you. Nice. However, all this. Oh, that's keys. I'll grab this first. Mother Cardinal Cornelia. According to Ptolemy's records, Cornelia was born 768 after Saint Matthias, edition of Paren. Mother Cardinal comes from a high-ranking, deeply religious family, and therefore had a fully mapped-out future and hierarchy of Ptolemy. In spite of certain setbacks in her youth, our informants tell us that she was a regular customer in places of sin. However, she apparently got rid of her old demons once she entered the order. Apparently, being the operative word. Servants have told us that orgies are organized San Matthias and that the Mother Cardinal is involved in one way or another. Finding embarrassing proof for dealing shouldn't be very difficult. Then she'll fall into line. Right. Good luck with that. What? Governor Burren. Governor Burren was born outside at 165, the foundation of Alliance. Okay. Born to a powerful family, Burren was first renowned as a great mathematician and philosopher. He wrote several books before turning towards diplomacy and being appointed governor of the young Alliance colony on Teer Fradee. We have failed to find any interesting details about the governor himself. He seems to be a rather peaceful man. However, we could easily make trouble for him by supporting his rival, Kurnaz. Their faction is growing more and more powerful on the continent, and Kurnaz has long wished to replace Buran. Until Buran is sent back to Al-Assad, aborting the native rebels with whom they are at war should suffice to occupy him.
The Vesps remind me of a horrible little scorpion fish, full of spikes and venom. They locked up my brothers, put together files full of horrendous lies on the governors. With this, they could bend the whole island to their will.
Typical, eh? Bloody typical. Fradee's noughts.
Hey, is someone here? We need help.
Oh,
That accent, it's one of ours. Noughts are in danger. We must help.
oh, way ahead of you.
Thank you. Thank you immensely for having freed us. Had we stayed here, those lunatics would have killed us.
They already killed one of the men by giving him some kind of potion.
Yes, Aurelia de Vespe came, with a smile on her face, and poisoned one of our men. To test the effects of a plan. That's what she said.
We must go through Aurelia's things. We need to prove that the wedding contract was forged to stop her from causing harm. Did you see or hear anything which could help me while you travelled here with Aurelia de Vespe?
That woman is very secretive. She isn't the kind of person who speaks of her plans in front of those she treats as servants.
I served her in her cabin. Every time I came in, she slipped the documents she was reading or writing in special chests.
Of course.
However,
Oh,
one
yeah?
day I heard her talking to one of her followers. She told him that with all the information they had gathered, they would easily take over the island.
Oh.
She clearly spoke of bringing the other governors to their knees with the information she had against them. She wants to blackmail them.
She probably kept us locked up here because she knew that we had heard her plans.
Ah.
That's undoubtedly true. Thank you for this information. Do you know how to get back to the Admiral now that you're free?
Yes. Don't worry. We'll soon be back on our ship. Thanks to you. Goodbye, Your Excellency. Be careful.
Good luck to you both. You'll need it. Right. Let me switch between camps. Long way around, fine. Yeah. Excellent. Hello, assholes! Any of you here want to die? Excellent. Just line up for me, please. Bye-bye, assholes. Cool. Okay. Concerning the Noughts. Here the Noughts who served us during our crossing locked up in the underground ruins until under the ruins in the south of the region. It was not revealed what they've witnessed, and having a few Nought hostages could be of use against the Admiral if need be. Yeah, you're way a bit late on that one, aren't you? Oops, daisies. Go and grab that seal and hurry off. Although if it's poisons, we might need some help there. That'd be the seal. What's this? Aurelia de Vespe diary. Okay. Unfortunately, my plan to get rid of the Sardet and their companions failed. What a shame. Without their support, Constantine would have bent the knee without balking. However, we have enough evidence to keep these two connivers, in step. Yet I fear my plan will be difficult to implement. Even if I do manage to make those two obey, the former governor and the other Dorsey family loyalists still hold sway over the colony here and could jeopardize my plans. Alas, I've run out of poison, but I spotted a few plants in the area and could be of use. Once Lady Morange is out of the picture, I'll get rid of the others, and then all I have to do is rise up and take the places at the head of the city. Father will be surprised, but I'm sure he'll be proud. Oh ho ho ho. Fake seal.
A fake seal. I must admit that the de Vespes are clever and well equipped.
In any case, thanks to this seal, we can prove that the contract was forged. And we can send Mr. Vespe back to the continent.
We must find a way to save Lady Morange. Would the Doneigada provide us with an antidote?
Possibly. Okay. Let's learn poisons. Right. Let's get a move on. I'm going to switch out Vasco for Sierra. Just a little bit of extra reinforcement. I'll also grab extra few coins. On. Oops, nope, come on. Around. Damn you. Let's go, Sierra, nice. Cool. Which way am I going? Oh boy. Should be able to do it this way. Basically. Right, let's hurry off. Sure, we might need your support here. I doubt it, but just in case. You may be able to night say, but we are an anomaly. I think I pronounced the someone here correctly. Their wording, not mine. Oh, I've just realised something. That's a skill altar, I think. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about getting that this DLC. Hello. Is it this? That works. Not really the best way I should be taking, but it works. It works. I assume I can go this way. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, right. So I've gone the completely wrong way. Well, well, I found another secret over here. Okay, I'll take that. Oh my god. Okay, what? Okay, seriously, which way have I gone wrong? Oh, is there a... Wait, what? What the... Huh? What? 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 Oh, hang on a minute. I've done a complete loop. Ah! God damn this! Oh, bloody hell! Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. Sorry, Madonna, you have to hold just a little longer. I've completely screwed up my way around this place. And for the consolation and for anything what it's worth, at least I found a nice item in the chest. So that's something. Oh god, which way am I going? Am I going... Oh, I need to actually go that way in the first place. Oh boy. Well, to be fair, when I search around here in my own time after I finished, I'll probably would have found this stuff anyway. But annoying. I went around because I actually thought that way was actually above rather than below. So, oh no, can't go that way. Let's do a swift turn. Natural bridge. Worried. Let's go. Bit of a Brigalon. Hello, Vad?
Oi, Onol Manawi.
Hello.
Bur Tirtumat. I'm Vad from the Beraignodas clan. I need to speak to you.
Bur Teer Donekada.
Bur Tirtumat, Siora. I hope your friend will be able to help us. I've heard people talking about you in the village, and Dunkas respects you, so I'm sure you'll understand.
What's going on?
What is it?
This land has been sacred for generations, and only the Donegader of our clan can come to calm the anger of Enonmil Frichtimen.
This is where he spilled the burning blood of the land to destroy our enemies. The sun trembled and the sky was black for days.
It is madness to come back here, especially for Renaigse. You must leave and take all the other Renaigse with you.
Do not fret. I intend to ensure that they don't stay long. Neither here nor on this island.
Yeah, we're making sure the Vespe get the hell out of here.
Because we can already feel the anger rising up to Credennis. And many would die if it spread.
I believe you.
And these Renaigse don't understand anything. They're multiplying like flies. No sooner had the ones in black arrived from the sea than others came from the woods to surround them. And now here you are.
I promise that these lands will soon find their peace.
Do you have anything else to ask us?
Just a couple of things.
Yes. I actually need your help. I'm sure you know all about the plants in the region. Do you know of any that are poisonous? The leader of those who came here plans to poison one of my friends.
It's true that the leader left the camp at one point. She stayed in the woods for a while.
If it was poisonous plants she was after, I'm sure she would have collected Sardet leaves at this time of year.
Okay.
It's a slow but horrible poison.
Oh, great.
Which causes a great deal of suffering. But the antidote can be found in some roots.
Excellent. Do you have any on you by chance?
We have a small bottle.
Yes! Beautiful.
Anyone who drinks it quickly after being poisoned will survive.
Awesome.
Thank you. I am infinitely grateful.
Do you have anything else to ask us?
Just quickly.
You said that this region was sacred. Could you tell me more? What happened here?
Of course. It is good for the knowledge of ancient times to be available to all. Teka, tell the story.
A long time ago, as I'm sure you already know, the people of the sea emerged from the waves and began to destroy our island. They built houses here and began to hollow the cliffs. When our kings and queens went to pray in the heart of the island, Enonmil Frichtiman didn't just send the guardians.
Really?
His anger was such that his heart caught fire, and a long trail of burning blood spread all the way to here, destroying everything in its path.
Wow.
The people of the sea were destroyed here in but a moment, and we learned to fear the volcano's anger.
Oh yeah.
Since that day, us Beraignodas have watched over this place to ensure that that amount of anger never returns to Enonmil Frichtimen's heart. Do you have anything else to ask us?
No, thank you for the history lesson, but I've got to get the hell out of here.
Thanks again for your help. Goodbye.
Wa awalam seg Onol Manawi. And don't forget, those Renaigse need to leave.
We intend to. Now, what's the best way out of here? Actually, if I go back this way and go... Okay. Right, I'll bring Vasco back. Because for the Naughts to reinforce it, just in case. I suppose I could bring... Nah, I won't bring Sarah, I'll bring Kurt. I don't know why I put a tongue on that one. And you go this way. I got to Orange. Gonna save her. I've got the fake seal and some good files. You can get that rest that annoying witch is attempting to derail everything. Oh. Nice. Hold on, Lady Morange. We're coming. With expediency, hopefully. Hopefully we're in time. Please, please, please be in time. Please be in time. Please be in time. Oh God. Quick, quick, quick.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for saving me.
Good.
I never imagined the Vesps would go so far. She tried to poison me.
Don't mention it. The Donegarda of the Duncast clan should also be thanked, my lady. They gave us the antidote.
May they be blessed. I'll send them a present to thank them. But
Oh,
you should go
excellent.
straight to the palace. Aurelia de Vespe was headed there. I'm afraid she may try to take over by force.
Of course.
I'll go there right away. Get well soon, my lady.
Alright. Aurelia, your days of scheming and cynicism are over. To arms, everyone! To arms, soldiers! Arrest Aurelia de Vespe! Hello? Where do you think you're going?
On behalf of Governor Constantin d'Orsay, you are under arrest.
Oh, really? Hardly surprising. Typical of the d'Orsay family's underhanded methods. On what grounds, might I ask?
Oh, plenty!
Firstly, for fraud and forgery. The wedding contract you gave us is a fake.
Your lies are as dismal as they are desperate. The contract bears the seals of both my father and your prince.
Apparently,
Is he
though,
trying to back out?
I'm afraid
Or
it's
has
fake,
his
though.
idiot son simply decided to disobey him?
Neither. The d'Orsay seal upon this contract is forged, and I can prove it.
Yep, we got the fake
Here.
one.
This is what was used to seal the contract. A cleverly made counterfeit we found in your camp.
That seal proves nothing. You probably made it yourself to undermine me.
Oh, your
That
slick
contract could not
tongue.
be more authentic.
Go ahead
The
and
same,
try.
However, cannot be said of your noble lineage.
So what?
The second charge made against you is the attempted murder of Lady
Aha.
Melange. Are you also going to deny that your men attacked her?
This is a very serious accusation.
It is, it's
I
true.
assure you that I had no knowledge of any attack on the former governor. And if an attack did indeed take place, I am certainly not the one
Oh,
responsible.
please stop
Is that
it.
so? Then why does this journal, written in your handwriting, say that you wish to rid your city of all d'Orsay
Oh,
sympathizers, and that
exactly.
you found the perfect poison to do the deed in the forests surrounding your camp?
Combat that,
Thankfully
bitch.
for Lady Morange, the Donegarda living in the region gave us an antidote.
A journal only conveys thoughts, not facts.
But they're
Tell me
yours.
you've never wished for someone's death without actually acting on those thoughts.
And yet
more
here
to
you
the
are.
point, who's to say that journal's genuine in the first place? Your so-called evidence, Mr. Sardet, is but a pack of lies.
Lastly, you are accused of having sequestered and murdered the Naughts who brought you to this island.
Another baseless accusation. I don't know how you could possibly prove
when did
my
I ask them?
involvement.
As it happens, we freed the survivors, and they are very willing to testify
Yes,
against you.
very.
For all the charges set against you, you are under arrest.
The malachor upon you, de Sardet. I greatly underestimated you. How wrong I was. I should have courted you and made you my ally. Together, we would have been unstoppable. Very well. What are you going to do with me?
Oh, plenty.
You'll be imprisoned here while we wait for the Congregation Council's ruling. Go on. Lock her up.
Nice. I love it, the guys.
The Vesps would have tried to impose themselves to the bitter end. It's fantastic that you gathered all this evidence. We won't have a ruling from the council for months. Years, even. But I'm sure the Vesps will pay a heavy price for Aurelia's folly, and the D'Orsay family will emerge greater than ever. Anyway, you should destroy the documents you found. Nobody else should ever get hold of them.
You're right. I'm going to burn them all right now, just to be on the safe side. Goodbye, sir. Thank you for your help.
I merely gave you guidance. That is my role. See you later.
Oh. A bunch of stuff by the Vesp. Okay. Okay. Alright. Interesting. Not bad. Yeah. Actually, let me look at this outside where it's probably more light. That would be easier, wouldn't it? That would make a lot more sense, wouldn't it? Alright, okay, I've got a bit of flashiness to them, I'll admit. Endurance level 3. Meh, nothing too special. Endurance level 3, I don't really care anyway. Oh yeah. That's actually not that. That's not bad. Got unique pattern to it, I'll give it that. Okay. And endurance level 4, not so worried. I could probably put that on someone else, to be honest. We have this, but I mean, I could probably give that to someone, but it's not a huge loss of any, to be honest. Yeah. It's cool. Well, let's go and burn these papers. I'll have to go and mend our relations with Hikmet and Burn, but I'll do that on my own time, so let's finish this off.
All that's left is to destroy the evidence the Vesps collected about us.
I'm not keeping the files. We don't need to know, and they can tell us in their own time. Let's be honourable to them.
And with it, the web of lies cast upon my friends.
Oh, wow. Even better reputation. Very nice. Huh. Awesome. That's really cool, actually. I do appreciate it. Probably would have been a negative thing if they kept if we'd kept the information in the first place, but that's I mean we could just ask them. We've read it, so I mean it's not that fast. Yeah, so that was I heard it was short. Like when I hear short, I'm thinking more like like 3 hours maybe. I mean most DLCs are anything like 4, 6, or even 4, 6 hours, depending on how quick you are go through them. But I think that was. I mean, if you took a while, you could probably do it in maybe 2 hours. But I think this is probably maybe hour and a half or so. Which I mean, some people might argue that the price tag is a little, over the top, but yeah, I think it's, I don't know, it's one of those, I mean, to be fair, if you're buying the gold edition for the PS5, for the actual game, the actual, if you were to download the digital copy of the game on PS5, that's free, as far as I'm pretty sure it is, but if you want just buy the standalone physical edition, the gold, which includes the DLC, it's probably, the edition is probably, $15, $20 extra anyway, I think. So, which includes the DLC, which, it makes me think that, because especially if you pre-ordered the PS4 version, right? Got the extras like I did, downloaded the digital edition like I did, and if you pay $10 at most, depending on what region you are, you're probably saving money. I'm not saying it technically justifies it. All I'm saying is you probably are saving money in the long run, I think. So, because I mean, otherwise you have to buy the game all over again and all this. You're not paying for the physical edition. You're just paying for the DLC, which is better than buying the whole game on physical copy all over again, which would be more expensive anyway. So, I'm not saying I justify the necessity for the payment, but in all fairness, I wasn't expecting. I actually didn't know there was a DLC about this game. Because I remember I was looking up on YouTube and there was these things where, and it actually said, it mentioned, the Vespe Conspiracy, and I'm thinking, wait, hang on, whoa, wait, what's this conspiracy? What's going on? I looked at the title thing and it says, the Vespe. The Vespe, so you say the Vespe, sorry. It's just the way it's written. That's why my brain's like that. The Vespe Conspiracy full playthrough. I'm like, what the hell's this? And I realized it was for GreedFall. I'm like, oh wow, GreedFall actually came out, and it was like brand new. So I realized it only come out at the beginning of this year. I'm like, oh wow, okay. I wasn't expecting that. So because I mean, once you get past a year or year and a half, I'm pretty sure the game came out was it sometime in 2019? I'm pretty sure. So let's say it's the middle of it. So it might have been early. I can't exactly remember, but I'm sure someone online can tell me when it did. But it's like it's been practically 2 years. I mean, when you get past the first year, unless developers actually, I mean, to be fair, I never heard anything. But I wasn't expecting a DLC, if you know what I mean. So it was a pleasant surprise. It was. Excuse me. I think this is one of those cases where you don't need to, you shouldn't have to progress so far in the game. I really don't think that's necessary. I mean, I understand this whole thing about Dunkas and all this sort of thing, but you can meet them probably literally midway, because this is past midway. You're searching for Constantine. That's about 2/3, 3/4. So I mean, if they're going before the Coin Guard coup d'état, then it's one of those things where, or attempted anyway, that they could have made the DLC accessible a lot earlier, because the only thing that really drastically affects it is, to some extent, is Dunkas, about us knowing Dunkas. But, if we have Siora and we're on good terms with her, then Siora, if we use Siora, then in that conversation with the Donegad, it probably wouldn't matter anyway. So, if you took advantage of the situation, you probably would not need to have met. As long as you're on good terms with natives, it probably would have worked in your favor anyway. So what I'm saying is they probably didn't need to wait till so far into the game and done it literally about halfway through. So as long as you're on good terms with natives, you're okay. So, and if things suffer with the other nations in the process, you've got time to build it up, build reputation back up. So I don't know. It seems a weird place to put it. The DLC, because it doesn't directly affect that much in that sense, at least as far as I'm concerned. You don't interact with Constantine. I mean, apart from Cabral, if you want to, but Cabral you can interact with quite early on when you get to New Serene. So I don't know. I just find it weird that it's one of those where it's only accessible so late on in the game, when it could be accessible far earlier. I mean, I get it. They're encouraging people to try and play the game through on the PS5 version, all that sort of stuff. I get it, but at the same time, if you say it's DLC, here's the PS5 version. Let's say that people get around. I can buy it for like $10 or less. I get a free upgrade, let's do that, play through the game. It encourages people to see if the game's actually improved or smoother, and they get some DLC, may pay a few bucks for it, but at the same time, the game is not a quick game. The main game is not quick. You have to, if you do everything, it takes you quite a while. So, and there's a lot of exploration, so in the middle of all that, in the middle of the game, then you discover the DLC and all that. I mean, it just adds more to the story, more to the atmosphere and everything. So, because it could, it could end up affecting your relationship with your companions quite potentially. You don't know, so yeah, a little bit more. It could be a bit more. Not suppose not substance is the right word, but just a different perspective on how we've got to be a bit more political with it, I suppose, or diplomatic with how you treat things. But I mean, look, you might not be friendly with all your companions, so it lends to that. But even so, I mean, +1 can go a long way, but perhaps potentially -1 could go a long way. Yeah, I don't think it truly matters that much, but that's just, I mean, look, it was nice to see another side of that, another family. They broaden the horizons. You learn about them. They were vindictive. I mean, I could straight away tell the way she was talking. It was just like, you could sort of tell it was like that very wicked sort of political tongue. You could tell the words you're saying they were very well placed, very well constructed in that sense. It's just very sly approach. It's just, it's like, I got my own methods. Sometimes you can think just demeanor of people. I mean, they appear all like pretty and innocent, but then you hear their voice, and it's like when you can tell someone's been to all those court routine and stuff for as long as they have for a few years, and really knows all the backstabbing and the intrigue and wickedness that goes on. You quickly learn onto it. So as far as I'm aware, so you could sort of tell that sly wickedness in the way she talked. It's a bit obvious the way she was, almost trying to convince and just sort of, I wouldn't say drive up, but just, try and, I don't know, it's like, with other characters, when they explain stuff, instead of having to, intentionally say stuff, it's just, not try and place words in there or meaning in it. It lets it come naturally. I don't know, just gave me that vibe straight off. So I didn't trust it to begin with. So, and for that, what everyone said, it was true. So hey, look, I enjoyed it. It was nice to see another character. I wish we could have learned what those beasts were, but you know what? It's a new type of beast. Hey, it's nice to see something a bit different. I mean, there are plenty of beasts in this creatures in this game, but see, like a cat-like creature obviously lives there in just a new area that's unexplored. Just something a bit different. I've got no problems with it. I'm fine, yeah, it's nice to see a new, interesting. It's an interesting coat of arms, but I don't think it's gonna be necessary needed, but it's just nice to keep it. Some more stuff to sell, other new stuff just to have a look at, try out, and just keep if we want to. I mean, that's where it goes. It was simple, short, but had told a lot of story, which is nice. Which is that's what you like, as long as you like games, the DLCs, they're short, to the point. You might have to use a little bit of charisma here and there or intuition, but it's I love when games and DLC, especially the short ones, they give you a lot of story, or they try to give as much story as possible in a short period of time, but they don't do it in a massively overloading sense. They do it in, it's progressive, but when they give you information, it's to the point, but it's the way it's worded, and I do like that. At least that's how I felt this DLC treated. It's like it gave you a lot of backstory about character, a lot of information, and it let you absorb a lot, but at the same time, I felt it didn't get too overboard, which is quite nice. So, yeah, it was nice seeing the other characters again, but didn't have to go too much into everything, which didn't need to, because it was kind of like a side thing, which is good. It treats it. I'm gonna deal with Bird and Hikmet and repair all that, hopefully. But yeah, getting it here. Wanted to do it tonight so I can get it done with. I was going to do a bit earlier on, but I've been finishing a couple of other playthroughs. So yeah, and I had to spend a couple of days actually figuring out. It took me. I had to look it up, as I mentioned earlier in one of the earlier videos, that I had to actually look up how to start this DLC because I didn't really get it. So, but it wasn't obvious. So, and I realized I wasn't far enough into the game, so I had to spend a couple of days actually exploring and doing a few missions to get here. So, yeah, a little later than I expected, but I'm glad it's done. It was a nice experience. Nice to be with the companions and all that again. Yeah, it's interesting. So I'm glad to be back at this view. I've finished recording my playthrough of the Lost Gods DLC. It's such a different perspective that actually hurt my eyes. Getting back to this perspective is a very welcome change to return to it. So yeah, it feels good to be back to that point of view. Anyway, end it here. Thank you all for joining, watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. And yeah, I'll catch you next time, next video. See you later.